Hey guys, it's Brian again from LakeHickoryScuba and Marina, and another typical day for us. We're headed out to do another search and recovery dive. Yesterday evening, I spent most of my time out of town teaching some students, and as I was finishing up their dives during one of our surface interval, received a phone call from a particular marina that calls us quite a bit, and said that one of their high-end customers had come by and was doing some fly fishing and ended up losing his fly fishing rod in the lake. So that's what we're out looking for this morning. Best we can tell, it's about 15 feet from what the fisherman told us. I assume he was using a depth finder, but it's a good clear day. It's not overcast, the sun's out shining today, so hopefully we'll have pretty decent conditions as far as visibility goes. We are in the middle of the summer now, so with all the boats and storms that we typically have this time of the year, it is going to be churning up the bottom quite a bit, so our visibility may not be as good as we're hoping, but we are hoping for the best. So stick around with us, and hopefully we'll have a good, successful search. right, guys, we just got finished up, just got out of the water. Had a very good, successful recovery today. We ended up looking not only for a fly fishing rod, we also looked for a big piece of metal trim that went around the person's boat. Ended up finding them both fairly quickly. Two techniques that we used today. One, we used a reference line, and anytime I search directly off a dock or even sometimes off a boat, if I'm trying to ping something on sonar, I'll take little bass buoys or markers and throw them overboard with the line where it's going to drop down where we get a ping on sonar. But like today, when we search there off the dock, I'll take a weight, maybe a 2 or 3 pound weight and a reel system, and just drop that weight straight down where the person thinks they've lost their object, and then tie the reel off to the dock or boat or something like that. And that does, like I said, two things. It gives me a reference point as I'm going down to search around, and it also kind of gives me in advance a depth rating. It kind of lets me know how deep it is, and I'll show you in a future video how I set up my reel to do that, as far as being able to judge what the depth is by the reel and how much lines come out and whole 9 yards. But the other search technique that I used today, instead of being in that perfect horizontal trim position, I actually stay more head down, and it's more almost an inverted position. And as I'm searching, what that does is that keeps my feet up off the bottom. Now, even in that horizontal trim position, and I do a lot of frog kicking, so my feet doesn't stir up the bottom to begin with, but depending on what gear I'm wearing, sometimes even keeping my gear nice and streamlined, sometimes that gear will still hang down in the muck or the mud and stir up my visibility. So a lot of times I'll stay more inverted than I will horizontal, and that helps me out there in my search. But guys, I hope you watched, or I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it taught you something. If you got any questions, please put it down in the comments or send me a message or something. I'll be glad to answer it. This is a pretty common thing that we do, probably 3-4 times a week throughout the summer. But thankfully, we were successful here. So like I said, if you got any questions or comments, please put them down in the comments below us. Guys, I appreciate you watching our videos. As always, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you like us on Facebook, pin us on Pinterest, subscribe to us here on YouTube. And as always, guys, we appreciate your business.